Oh yeah.
It's been over a year since you put that post out, right? And that post is still yielding.
Yep.
Still yielding.
A very, very old Facebook post. And I mean, it's just like handing out flyers. Just like when I was handing out those flyers a long time ago.
Yeah.
This is an old Facebook post, and they clicked on it. I got 2 people yesterday from it.
Wow. That's good. It's amazing.
And so then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to share this thing. So I shared it today. Yeah, last night. I was like, I got to share it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, how's your Friday going, my friend? I know it's starting off already good. You got some responses on something you did over a year ago. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's going good. It's going really good. We're just plugging away and trying to, this real estate market's, it's pretty hot right now. So we're just trying to keep plugging away, added a new team member. So that's always fun.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So how are you trying to stay up on top of this market with it being this crazy and this competitive? How are you trying to stay up on this market?
Man, you gotta. So the biggest part is you got to stay ahead of the game, and you gotta be ahead. If you're just trying to put out flyers and trying to stay above float, it's tough. You got to be ahead. So we're doing a big, huge campaign. We're going to market and get our name out there and get seen, get people knowing who we are. And then we just try to do as best we can to get as many listings.
Right. And, what kind of marketing efforts you're going to put out there to kind of get out there? What kind of stuff you got planned?
So we have we have a huge market that we're going to hit. We're going to start city by city, and we're going to start with the city of Olathe, and we're going to hit 135,000 people. So then we're going to do it by direct mailing. We're going to do it by door knocking. We're going to door knock every single $135,000 or 135,000 people house, 1,000 households. Mm-hmm. We're gonna knock on all of those. And then we're going to we're going to do door hangers, direct mailing, and then we're going to do fencing marketing too. So we're going to cold call. And then we're going to do some social media. So those mailers are going to tie into online. So we're going to try to get those mailers, those people to commit to, viewing the people online, and then online we're going to just target them. Okay. We're going to do Facebook ads, Google AdWords. We're going to do all social media ads, Instagram, any ads that we could put out there. We're going to put them all out there. And then it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, when we're going to try to capture emails, phone numbers, and then names so we could get the listings, so we're trying to just get as many listings as we possibly can, because that's the tough part is that we've got buyers that are out there, but it's so difficult when you got, anywhere from, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 buyers up to, $200,000, and it's a hot number. Yeah. Yeah. And, even in the 250s, it's still hard to get a good, we had a client just last month, or at the beginning of this month, that was really tough to get under contract at 250. Yeah. So we try to get aggressive. We try to, get out there and be seen, and we try to collect as many listings. We're going to hit for sale by owners. We're going to hit people that, just, hey, have you thought about listing? It's a hot market right now. So we're going to just get creative. And then, that online is going to we're going to try to capture as many leads as we possibly can to list, or buyers as well. We're going to do both, because, this is going to calm down someday. It is. So I told my guys, I said, hey, it's going to calm down. It's got to go one, it's not going to just keep going up and up, high. Right. It's got to come down sometime. So it's going to be a buyer's market here pretty soon. You know what I mean? Right. So we want to build up our buyers too. That's right. So we're going to hit as many buyers too as well. We got someone I don't know if you know him, but we got someone that can close loans in like 21 days.
I think I might know someone that can do that too.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you know, I mean, so we got a special guy, we got that guy and he closes loans in 21 days. And so people really like that. So those offers that you're trying to put in with those buyers, and they can close the loan. That's hot, man. 21 days. So I got a guy. I got a special guy that can do that.
Well, that's awesome. So you got the plan put together. You got a plan. You've got a goal. You've got an execution strategy. You're doing online. You're doing offline. You got a plan put together in order to be able to follow up with them. I mean, to me, that is the essence of achievement of goals and success. I mean, that's the essence of it. You've got a plan, and now you've got goals, and you've got strategy behind it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and we got to do it big. So we're going to do Olathe, and then we're going to go Overland Park, Lenexa, Leawood, and then then we're just going to start hitting we're going to hit every city around here in Kansas.
Yeah.
And we're just going to just do it in volume,
That's good.
And we got to find as many listings as we possibly can. It's tough. It's tough out there. We got some listings, but it's just, they go fast and then you have nothing. So if you don't build up, then, then you're dragging. And you're trying to do it more. So we're going to get ahead of the game. This is going to work. We're going to get, and I'm looking, for those vendors. I'm looking for those people that have anything to do with a house, a roofer, landscaper, concrete guy, anybody that inspectors, anybody that has anything to do with houses, and they want to get their business noticed and they want to get out there and be seen to thousands and thousands of people. We're gonna put it out there. So if they want to be a part of it, and the nice generous thing that I'm doing is I'm doing it for my printing cost.
Right.
I own a printing company, so I'm not going to make a dime on the thing. I'm going to do it for my cost. I'm going to spread it, and I'm going to find out who wants to share with me, and I'm going to do it in a big volume.
That's nice. So,
well,
everybody's going to benefit from it. Like you said,
everyone,
people, they all benefit from it, right? I mean,
yep.
Yeah.
Every single one of those people that want to be involved are going to benefit. They're going to be seen. They're going to be heard. If they want to grow their business and they want more people, and these people got to be able to take on more business, because it's going to take, we're going to do this for 12 months.
Yeah.
We're going to do it for longer, but we have a 12-month program that we're going to do. And it's going to be big.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be very successful, clearly, because, one, you've had this model. I'm sure you probably deployed it before, but you're taking it to a different level, and so it's going to be extremely successful. I mean, you've got plans behind it, which is good. You've talked about doing this before, and now you're implementing it. So you've been planning about this for a while.
Yeah. And it's been something that I've been wanting to do. I just didn't have it all ready, and now with the social media, with the online presence, and, the ability to get the mailers out there and capture leads, I have that ability to do it now. And I've researched it in the last couple of weeks real hard about getting that online social media marketing, market. I'm gonna market like crazy, and it's gonna be something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm just gonna implement it, and it's just got to be done.
Yeah. So Taffy asked you if you kind of repeat kind of what you're doing, Carlos. So can you repeat that a little bit?
What the event is? My event. So it's the marketing. I'm going to do marketing. Taffy, I think you've heard about it before. I'm going to try to hit as many people. I'm going to go city by city. So I'm going to go structure. I'm going to hit all of Olathe, all the households in Olathe. There's 135,000 people in Olathe, so I'm going to try to hit I'm going to hit every single household. So we're going to have door hangers, mailers. We're going to hit them by door knocking. We're going to door knock, and we're going to get people out there, as many people as we possibly can. And we're going to walk as many neighborhoods as we possibly can, as fast as we can. And then we're going to do marketing online. And those ads are going to be able to attract to the online platform. So then the platform online, we're going to just start being able to geofence their neighborhoods. So, and then we're going to have a call center. We're going to have people calling. So it's just the marketing plan that we're going to do. And I think we've talked about it before around the office. Stephen knows about it. And we're just going to implement it in a big volume. And we're going to have vendors. We're going to have handymans, electricians, plumbers, anybody, landscapers, roofers. We're going to try to get as many people as we can to get exposed to these mailers and door hangers, and get their business seen too. So I want to try to help as many businesses as I can grow, and I want to show you. You remember this whole Follow-Up Friday thing, Stephen?
Yeah.
It's getting out there and being seen. We talk about it all the time, just like the flyers. We started off this video.
Yeah.
I put out a flyer that I handed out, and I also 1 second, I got it right here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I handed out the flyer, and I also here it is. I handed out the flyer, and I put it on social media. So that way I hit it in 2 different places, So this is the flyer that attracted these people, and
that's a year old. That's a year old, right?
Yeah. So it's an old post, and I just wanted to get it out there, but that's where it's just like handing out flyers. We're going to be handing out 10,000 flyers too. We're going to hand out flyers on a regular basis. We're going to go door knocking on a regular basis. We're going to hit pound pavement, just like what I told you before. It's like, just like what we talk about all the time, getting out there and being seen, and we're going to do it. So we're just implementing it, and we're going to find out who wants to be a part of it. It's just like what we talk about every week is getting out there. If you have a business, get out there, get seen. And I'm going to do it old school again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add some more other stuff,
Yeah, old school always works. But it's just like we talked about, like early on, you're right, when we first started, it was about, it's just about, getting yourself exposure, getting out there, but also owning an area, like you're starting in your home area, owning that area, making sure that, you're top of mind share to those people when they think about real estate, right? In Olathe. I mean, you're owning that area. So I love the fact that you're starting off and targeting right there in your backyard. We're
the only RE/MAX office in Olathe.
Yeah.
So why not? Why not let people know that we're here? And it's not necessarily, that's my biggest thing is letting people know who we are and what we do. Yeah. But I want to help as many businesses. I want to show them that this is what we do. This is how we do it. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to walk. I'm going to get out there with my guys, and I'm going to go and walk the doors. I'm going to knock on doors. I'm going to hand out flyers. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to go back to the basics, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to build businesses. But I want to do it. I want to show other people that this thing works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to build a business, no matter what business you have, if it's, plumbing, electrician, whatever business you have, if you want to build it, this is how you're going to build it. And now, granted, I'm going to spend a little bit of money, but I'm talking still, even you watch how much, interaction that I'm going to get with flyers. We're going to hand out flyers like crazy. We're going to hand out door hangers. We're going to door knock. So it's getting face to face with people. It's getting, business to business. Whatever it is that you want to grow, you can do it by just getting out there and meeting people.
Yeah. Hey, AJ, who works with me on my team, AJ has listened to our Follow-Up Fridays, and he's listened to the idea of the business card and getting rid of those 1,000 business cards as quickly as possible. So last week, he's like, I took him his box of cards, and he's like, all right, yep, I got to get rid of these cards. So he's going to open houses and popping in on realtors. He's like, I got to get rid of these 1,000 cards. I've heard Carlos.
So, and that's the biggest part is that if you have, that's what kills me is there's some people they come to me and order 100 business cards. I'm like, are you serious about your business? You know what I mean? Are you really serious about your business? Because if you are, there's some people that order 25 or 50. I'm like, if you're serious about this, you need to order some and you need to hand them out because it's less than a penny, per card.
Yeah.
It's and don't get me wrong. There's people that throw them away. There's people that, there's people that throw them away. There's people that toss them aside or put them on their desk or put them in their drawers, but it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It works just to introduce yourself. If you're not handing out cards, you're not introducing yourself.
Yeah.
It really does work. And then you got to follow up. The QR codes are coming back. I'm going to start making QR codes again. And the QR codes are coming back. Put a QR code on your business card because you know what they're going to do is they're going to be like, oh, I'll take a business card. And they see a QR code and they'll take a picture. All you got to do, I'm telling everybody right now, all you got to do is open up your camera on your smartphone. Now, if you got the old flip phone, I don't know what you're going to have to do with that. But it's a smartphone, any smartphone, you can open up your picture, take a picture of the QR code, and it scans it to the website. You can have a virtual business card made. And it could go, that QR code, somebody can scan it, and it will go into their system, or it will go on their system. They could save it, via phone. And then they can they'll probably toss your card, but at least they scan that QR code and then it's another business card electronically.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But there's absolutely no reason. I told Eric the same thing. I said, hey, look, we got to get rid of these 1,000 business cards, I told him, I said, if you're not handing out business cards, you're not doing your job, And that's the biggest part is that, in this program, we're gonna have a business card program. This 12 month. I'm gonna do everything we've been talking about on Follow-Up Friday. I'm gonna implement everything we've talked about. I'm gonna have this 12-month program. On Monday, we're having an event at 11:30. We're gonna have an event at 11:30 on Monday here at my office. And we're going to talk about this program. We're going to talk about our Follow-Up Friday that we do talk about every week.
That's awesome.
And it's like, that's basically what I'm doing is going back to the basics. And I just want to see how many people. I'd like to get 3,000 people. That was my goal. My goal is to help 3,000 people grow their business.
There you go. That's the key. That was going to be my question because I already knew you knew it. Because I know you're a numbers guy and reverse engineer guy. But that was going to be my question. What was your goal, your outcome of those 135 reaches? I knew you knew the number already.
3,000 people. I need to help 3,000 people. I absolutely have to help 3,000 people grow their business. And that's going to be the number. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm trying to do it. And I'm not going to do this. So, we do this Follow-Up Friday and we say these things throughout the year. You got to make your calls on your holidays, the things that are coming up. You got to follow up with people on a weekly basis. It could be daily, weekly, monthly. You got to have that program. So we say all these things and now I'm going to put them together. I guess I'm doing a little challenge here, and I'm going to try to get it all done in 90 days.
90 days. Nice.
So in 90 days, I'm going to try to get 3,000 people to help. I'm going to try to help 3,000 people in 90 days grow their business. And then and after 90 days, we're going to just do it all over again in 90 days.
Nice.
Because it might take 4 months, but we're going to hustle and try to get it done in 90 days.
Right. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. So the key is, well, look at Taffy. Taffy says, "I'm your number one person.
Number one person. I'll help, and I can help you, Taffy. I can help online too."
Yep. She said you've helped her grow her business, and me. You helped me. I think I'm number 1A. If Taffy's 1, because Taffy is always number 1. I think I'm 1A. I'm 1A.
Yeah. and Steven's I'm gonna drag Steven along with me.
You successfully drive me so far, so I'm gonna continue to follow you.
I was just telling my guy yesterday. I said, I go, Steven, because Steven, he can hear you, and this is your time to talk now. He can hear you, but he's scared of doing videos. Oh. So what's your thoughts on videos?
Well, videos are fantastic ways to get yourself out there and to get people to engage with you. And I was afraid of videos as well. In fact, I didn't even like social media. And when I started working in that office, I went from a person who didn't even do social media to one that's now doing videos, with ease, right? It's with ease. And so, but they're important. I mean, that's the thing that, that you've taught me, is that, we got to get out there. We got to get on social media. It shows people that we're real people, that we're genuine, that we're authentic. And people can relate to that, and it's like you always say, if people like you, trust you, believe in you, they'll do business with you. And so people will constantly look at my videos. And like, I just saw somebody yesterday in the hot tub who said, "Hey, I saw one of your videos on Facebook," and I was like, "You mean the one where I was lounging?" And he's like, "No, this other one that," and he was talking about a Follow-Up Friday one. And I thought he was talking about the one I just did yesterday. But I was very uncomfortable with social media in general, and just following and listening to the advice of get out there, get on, do some videos. Now it's just a normal practice, a normal activity. It's just like getting up and getting going in the morning.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, you got to get out. Like his social media, he has a lot of followers on Instagram. Wow. and he was on Facebook. But I told him, you got to get on every single platform. I go, Steven does, what is it? Periscope? Yeah. Periscope.
Yeah.
That's Twitter online.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, and he was always afraid. He was always afraid of doing videos, or he was always afraid of getting out there. I'm like, and I keep saying to people, it's like, your business is great. Steven does a great business. Steven does awesome business. And I wasn't saying anything about his business. It's just, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep adding.
Yeah.
And you got to keep adding, and you got to make yourself get more people. You got to make yourself add more team members, Yeah. But you got to keep adding. You got to keep getting out there. You got to keep getting seen. You got to keep, you got to be visible to people. You got to let people know who you are and what you do, and then you got to have that follow-up system.
I until someone actually experienced someone calling them off of one of those videos or one of those posts, until they actually experience it, they don't realize it. But the first time I got a response off of one of the posts and one of the calls, that's when I really understood like what you were saying and why it was important. Until they get that first call or response, they don't realize the power of it, right? And the importance of it. You know what I mean? They don't realize it.
Well, and then that's another thing. It's like the follow-up system. It's like we do follow-up every week. We do Follow-Up Friday every week. And the follow-up system is huge because it's another one of those things that it makes you feel good. Just like today. We got a lead today, yesterday. We got a lead yesterday off of a year-old post on social media. you know, and when we first started this Follow Up Friday, I mean, I always get it. I haven't gotten one in a little bit, but I get calls off of old flyers that I used to deliver door to door. I used to, you know, and I haven't in a long time, and I still got calls off of an old flyer. So that's what makes you good too. And then Steven, when we first started, Steven got calls from old emails, right?
Old leads too. Yeah. A year old. Remember, it was like
Yep.
over a year. It was like over a year old. I was getting responses on some of those.
Yep. And so, and they're old leads and they're old, you know, but you got to follow up. You got to keep, no matter who they are, no matter what they say to you, you always got to be in front of those old people. You keep them in your database. I was telling Eric yesterday, you got to build a database and you got to keep them in there from now on and forever. And you got to always have those people. And every single person you talk to, meet, or interact with, if you could get their name, phone number, and email, and you need to stay in front of them and become friends with them. It's building that relationship, and then you just got to keep following up with them. You got to keep following up and following up and following up. If it's through email, it's through events. If it's through calling, if it's through texting. You got to stay in front of people, no matter what they say to you, no matter if they're doing business with you today, tomorrow, or a year from now, or they said they already bought a house, or they say they already bought the service that you're providing. You have to always stay in front of these people.
Well, that's why, it's important. We talk about, having a system, right? And we talk about having, whether it be a notebook, like I know you can turn around and probably grab your notebook of leads that you've had from the old days before the electronic ages, or having a CRM and having a system, keeping track of the people that you get and then following up with them. Because, you always say, Carlos, no lead is an old or dead lead. None of them.
No.
None. And look at you. You're a perfect example of that. And, because you've gone from selling cars to, having a mail and print business, to having a Photoshop, to having non-real estate. So all those people from all of those different interactions you've had, they all can buy real estate. A lot of them can use your print services, right? Or business card services, right? So even the people you sold cars to are still a lead today, still a good viable lead for you today.
Right. So like I started out, 18, and I was in the car. I own my own detail shop and window tinting. I had those clients. I have those people that, they might have been business owners. So I have clients that were car dealerships. So guess what car lots need? They need business cards. That was my first reaction with, me printing business cards. Car lots need business cards. Car lots need mailers. Car lots need banners. Car lots need flags. Car lots, so even if I was in that business, I was in the car business, those people that own car lots need my services now. So no matter what you do, there always, there's always, you can always use your old clients or old people that you've met as a potential client of whatever you're doing. I was telling some people, we have clients that come through the print shop that switch jobs, and they still, no matter where they go, they still use us. So they might go to another business, and then now and it's so cool because they refer me. Because they were at this company and they started printing with me when they went to this company. And then now that company still prints with me, and they moved on to a different company. And it's like now that company prints with me, and then they moved on to a different company. And I'm like, I don't hate the people that switch jobs,
Right.
Right. I don't put them down because they're still giving me business,
That's right.
So no matter who it is, no matter what they do, you just got to become friends with everybody. You got to build that relationship. And the more you do that, the better off your business is going to be.
Yeah.
And you'll grow, and the ideal thing is to grow your business. no matter what you're doing. If you have to switch, then that's fine. Switch. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you enjoy doing what you do.
Yeah.
But you should keep your database and you should follow up with them all the time. Friends and family. So you just got to keep in front of them, and you got to follow up, and you got to keep calling, you got to keep texting, you got to still just be in contact with those people.
Yep, I agree completely. We started off talking about the whole goal and the achievement, and you're a great example of, setting goals, from like the detail to the car sales to all of this stuff, and that's key, right? So, you have plans, you have goals, you set plans to accomplish those goals, and you achieve your goals. And so I wanted to play just a real small clip of Mr. Bryan Tracy, because I was listening on my journey of achievement. I've been listening to my Bryan Tracy's, my Zig Ziglars, my Tom Hopkins. So I wanted to play a little small clip on his psychology achievement, because it talks about goals. And that's exactly what you just shared with us. Your goal is to touch 135,000 people in Olathe and to get 3,000 that you can help grow. So I wanted to play a little bit about this. Let's let this run for a couple minutes, and then we'll chat about it before we wrap up.
Okay.
The first great principle of success in life is the principle of purpose. And the establishment of a clear central purpose or goal in life is the starting point of all success. That every single study that we've ever read, and every study of self-made millionaires, high-achieving men and women, Olympic athletes, we find that their upward trajectory in life begins with the establishment of a clear central purpose, something that they want to do with a burning desire, something that is so important to them that they develop the motivation and the momentum to overcome all resistance. Mr. H.L. Hunt, the great oil billionaire, who was a bankrupt cotton farmer in Arkansas at the age of 32 in the middle of the Depression, and who at the age of 56 was earning $3 million a day, and the age of 76, shortly before he died, was earning $5 million a day, was on a television show. And the moderator asked him, Mr. Hunt, you've been so successful in your life, could you give our viewers some ideas on how they could be more successful too? And he thought for a second, and he replied, he said, I've known thousands of men and women, he said, and I own or control hundreds of companies. He said, and there's only two things necessary for success. He said, the first thing is that you have to decide exactly what it is you want. He said, that's the starting point. And he said, in his estimation, that most people in life never decide exactly what they want. Most people wander through life wanting a whole lot of things, wanting nothing particularly well, and ending up settling for far less than they're capable of. He said, the second thing, he said, that even if people do decide exactly what it is they want, he said, the second thing is that you have to determine the price you're going to have to pay to get it, and then resolve to pay that price. He said that most people never get to that second stage, and they don't realize that there's a price that always has to be paid for success. And he said, that's all that you have to do. And he said, he was bankrupt at the age of 32 when he learned those two principles, is determine exactly what you want and determine the price you're going to have to pay. Establish a clear central purpose for your life, and it is the starting point of all great success. However, each of us is engineered for success in that we are built as the result of 1 billion years of evolution. We have a mind that is so complex and so wonderful that it can do things that no human computer will ever be able to do. And we are engineered to achieve great success with our lives. However, we're programmed for failure in that we continually seek the fast, easy way through life. And the fast, easy way through life inevitably ends with failure and underachievement. Doing the fast, easy thing to get the things that we want now inevitably leads to secondary consequences, which are far worse than we had intended, as we talked about before. It's as though we have a success mechanism and a failure mechanism built into us. The failure mechanism, expedient behavior, goes off automatically and continuously, which explains why most people fail, in that they are programmed to fail. Your success mechanism, however, is activated or triggered by a goal. As soon as you determine upon a goal, something that you really, really want, you override your failure mechanism and begin freeing yourself from the gravitational pull of the E factor. Now, this is critical. You will go around in circles or drift like a ship without a rudder, back and forth with the tide, or go down the road of life like a automobile with no steering wheel until you set upon a goal. And once you decide upon a goal, everything else changes for you. Decisiveness is critical. All winners are decisive. All losers are indecisive. You must make a clear decision about what it is you really want in life. Failure to plan means planning to fail. Your subconscious mind is activated by a goal. When you decide upon a clear purpose for your life, you trigger a cybernetic goal-seeking function in your brain that begins to move you toward it and it toward you. A good friend of mine told me that there are only two creatures in the universe that have this particular function, and the other creature is the homing pigeon. You can take a homing pigeon and you can put it in a box and cover it with a blanket and put it in a sealed truck and drive it 1,000 miles from home, and then open up the truck and take off the blanket and open up the box and open the cage and throw the homing pigeon up into the sky. And the homing pigeon will circle 3 times and then head straight for home in exactly the right direction. Your brain has the same mechanism that is in the brain of the homing pigeon. That when you program a goal into your brain, you immediately set up a type of vibration that goes out from you and radiates out from you, and it begins to attract into your life the people, circumstances, and opportunities that enable you to accomplish it. But if you do not have a clear goal or set of goals, and if you do not have plans to work toward those goals, then this mechanism doesn't work at all. It lays dormant within your brain. My wife has a immediate-proof camera. It's called a Canon SureShot. This camera is automatic. It runs the film forward, it runs it back, it tells you when you need a flash, it adjusts the focus automatically, and it's a simple camera, and she can take 24 out of 24, 36 out of 36 excellent photographs. I also have a friend who's a professional photographer, and he has a Hasselblad camera, one of the finest cameras in the world. His total kit with the camera is worth about $10,000. He can photograph a microbe in a raindrop at 50 feet with that beautiful lens, which is about 3.5 inches across. Absolutely beautiful camera. However, my wife can take better photographs with her Canon SureShot than my friend with his Hasselblad camera all day long, if my friend with a Hasselblad camera is not allowed to do one thing. And the one thing is if he is not allowed to focus his camera. You see, he can have the finest camera in the world, but if he's not allowed to focus it, it won't do him any good. Every shot he gets will be blurred and out of focus. If you understand this principle, it's critical. An average person with average talents and abilities and average education can outstrip the most brilliant genius in our society if that average person has clear, focused goals, and if the genius does not. This is critical. And that's why you see men and women who start from virtually nothing and they make wonderful progress in their lives, and almost invariably you see it starts with a goal. Some people don't set a goal till they're 30, some till they're 40, some till they're 50, some people never do. But it's important to understand this, that without goals you are doomed forever to work for people who do. That without goals you will never fulfill your potential. And that your ability to set goals and to make plans for their accomplishment is the master skill of success. It's the most important single skill that you can ever learn. It's more important than what you learn in schools. It's more important than any technical knowledge that you'll ever have. I'm not saying that this is easy. Making decisions and setting goals is hard work. And that's why only winners have goals. Losers are lazy. They won't take the time and effort to think through what they really want and then make plans for its accomplishment. Now, what do you want? Have you ever decided that? What exactly do you want? How much do you want to earn? Have you decided how much you want to earn this year, next year, the year after, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? All top performers in every field have a very good idea of where they're going to be financially in the years to come. What kind of a job do you want? Take a look at your job today and ask yourself, is this the kind of job that you want to have for the rest of your life? And if it's not, what is the kind of job that you want? Remember, you can have anything you want if you can clearly define it, but you can't hit a target that you can't see. Where do you want to be in 1, 2, 3?
You can't hit a target that you can't see. Carlos, your target is 3,000.
This thing is just like this. Fridays, like last Friday, I was pretty pumped up, or when you were on a call last Friday, and the Friday before I was the same way. And it's like, just like this guy is saying exactly, if you don't have a plan, you're going to plan to fail. I need you to, will you click this link put it in the comments?
Yes.
Because I need to show this to my kids, because he's exactly right. You're not going to get something done quick.
Right.
They're always all about it. It's going to take too long. You're not going to get something done quick and have it succeed.
Right.
Nothing's quick.
It doesn't work that way. It's funny. I sent this to, my kid is still sleeping, but, I've been listening to some of these videos and I sent it to him too. And this one I sent, yeah, absolutely. I send him a lot of these videos, because, it's important that he understands, I mean, like, you can't hit a target you can't see. What exactly do you want? Without goals, you'll never fulfill your potential. I mean, he needs to learn that stuff, right? He needs to know that stuff. So it's so funny because that's exactly what I did. I sent it to Grant.
But the little ones, the young ones and the little one, even the little one, I'm talking about my kids, that's 18 and under. But even the young ones, the 18 to 25, they're still, I want it done quick, or I'm looking for the quick buck, or I'm looking for the quick, get my social media up. I'm looking, whatever's going to be quick to make me money. No, it's not quick. It takes time.
Yeah.
It's you got to be patient. And it takes time. My kids I see it. I just sit there and think when I hear it takes too long, and I'm like thinking, OMG, what am I doing wrong here?
No doubt. No doubt.
What am I doing wrong? What am I, because it's like nothing is going to be quick. And this guy said it right on the net. I'm like, I got to share this. And I share my stuff. So the thing is like, I share my stuff on Instagram. Because the reason why I share my stuff on Instagram, is because they follow me on Instagram. They see Instagram. Yes. So I put this little stuff out there because that way they see it.
Yeah.
Because obviously me saying it isn't getting through to their mind.
Right. Find a different way, my friend. Be like water.
Yep. So you might see the respecting the parents, and you might see that stuff on Instagram. You wonder why that's going on Instagram is because maybe they'll see it and read it, because if it doesn't come from me, then maybe they'll read it on Instagram and they'll believe Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. I'll believe
so this is a perfect. Oh, and my goodness. I was just seeing this. I'm like, this is beautiful video. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you don't have a target, if you don't see a target, you ain't going to hit it.
Yeah. If you can't hit a target, you don't have. Yeah. If you don't have a target, if you can't see a target, you ain't going to hit it. I mean, I thought it was a good way to cap it because you started off well and but it's all like what we talk about every week. And, it was perfect. Like 135,000, 3,000, my goal. It's like, we need to play this a little bit here just to reinforce it and to finish it up with.
Yep. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely this video, put it in the link, make sure people can see. Oh yeah, you did.
Yep, so, I got it in there.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. You gotta listen. And if you don't have your mindset, it is true if you think you're going to do it and you believe that you're going to do it, you will do it. Yeah. If you don't, then you won't. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm going to find 3,000 people that I'm going to help build the business, and I'm going to do it every 90 days. And these first 90 days, I'm going to find some business owners that I'm going to help grow a business, grow their business. I'm going to hit 3,000 people. I'm going to hit every city in the state of Kansas.
Yep.
And I'm going to market every single one of them. Now, who wants to be a part of that? It's their choice.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it. There's no doubt about it.
Yep. And it's going to have success. So, well, cool. All right. Well, let's wrap it up. This has been a great Friday. Have a good weekend. Anything else going on with you this weekend?
Work.
Yeah.
I might hit the lake on Sunday. Take a little time. Last Sunday I went to the lake. Seriously, it was so fun because, in the morning we did some work. My wife and I did some work, and it was just her and I. The kids were, Bella had camp and Aiden was working, and Aiden, my son, finally got a job. So he's not just sitting at home on his computer. So he got a job, and it's his first job, and he's happy, but they were working. So it was just my wife and I, and I'm like, so we did some work in the morning, and then we're like, I had to work in the afternoon. We had to go do some real estate. We had to show some commercial real estate land. And so we're like, are we going to go to the lake today? And she goes, well, let's go down there. So we drove. It takes an hour to get there. So we drove down there for an hour. I had to fix my jet ski. I had a battery problem. So I had to put my battery back in and make sure everything, I had to get it running and stuff. So I got down there, got it running, and then I got on it, rode it around just to make sure everything's good. I rode it around for a little bit. I came back and I got my wife. I said, hop on, let's get on. So we went out and rode it together, her and I. We came back, we parked it, we walked up to the house, and we left. So we were there for like, seriously, I think we were there 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour, you know, and then we left and came back home, and I had to get back to working. So, you know, hey, any little bit of time you can get, you know, it was fun.
That's
you know,
right.
It was her and I, and we drove down there, we chatted, and we got on the jet ski a little bit. We left and came back, and we still went back to work.
Yeah, good quality time away. You know, sometimes that's all it takes is a couple minutes to get away from the normal stuff. So that's good. That's good. They took advantage of it and appreciated it too. That's good.
Do you have games? Do you have games this weekend?
Basketball this weekend, yes, up in Lawrence. So we'll be up there all weekend. Basketball in Lawrence. So not a greater place for basketball than Larrytown, Lawrence.
Hey, keep those videos going, Steven. I see those lives of the basketball game. It doesn't matter what it is, right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
What you're videoing, if it's your son's basketball game, if it's your coffee cup at the coffee store, it doesn't matter. Get those videos done.
No doubt. All right, have a good weekend, my friend.
We'll see you later.
Take care.